I want to put some sauce on my food. Oh, man. Gotta wash this, man. I'm putting both soaps. Alright. Staying still there? Sorry, I'm just gonna try it. I like to buy his jacket.
Hello, sir. Wow, it's 10% off. $15.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Had to buy me a new jacket. I washed my other one, but the stain didn't come out.
This is declined.
What does that mean?
It means you can't pay for it. I don't have money.
There's no money on here?
No.
Dang. I really don't know how to do anything.
Do you want to be unprepared for life? No. The San Lorenzo Unified School District is breaking Education Code 51220H, where applied arts, including instruction in the areas of consumer and homemaking education, industrial arts, general business education, and general agriculture, is a required adopted course. A news article from Bone News stated at least 74% of young people felt their schools failed to fully prepare them for the professional world. Debate.org asked, does school really prepare students for adult life? 20% said yes, but 80% said no.
Some of the benefits of having home economics is that it will teach students to be responsible for the real world. It also teaches students to be better prepared for the future. Being prepared for the future gives you better job opportunities and better education opportunities so you could have a successful life.
Our solution is to bring back home economics. It teaches you life skills so you won't end up clueless on how to take care of yourself. Home economics teaches you how to deal with money, how to spend it wisely, and save it effectively. It also teaches you how to make good choices about food and diet, and also teaches you about textiles and clothing. For example, how to wash clothes and how to sew, and many more things. When we conducted a survey among Arroyo students, we learned that the majority of students at our school did not know how to do basic life skills such as sewing, cooking, and managing money. The overwhelming majority of students were interested in learning these things in a class. This class would help lower the percentage of students who feel unprepared for life after high school.
Yes, I think home and economics can benefit students. I think it would give them an opportunity to give them some life skills that I believe that some of them could really benefit from. Just being able to cook a little bit, sew, manage a budget, some parenting. I don't know what other things they take, but I think it could be very helpful for the majority of this population.
Yes, I feel that home economics classes will benefit students. I took home economics when I was a freshman in high school, and I found it to be very helpful to learn some of the skills like basic sewing, cooking, cleaning, also having those kinds of responsibilities. I feel are very useful, and I think more students need those opportunities to develop those skills.
I think a home economics course would benefit students greatly. I think it will give them the opportunity to learn valuable life skills that otherwise aren't incorporated or included in the curriculum.
I would say yes, that a lot of students would benefit from home economics classes. We had a really strong program for a number of years And some kids learn to cook, they learn to sew, they learn to just kind of, I guess those are the two main ones. And they were, for a lot of kids, it was a cool class. So it's tough to do. You need a kitchen, you need a lot of equipment and all of that. So it's a tricky program to run. But when it did run, it was really cool.
I think it would be a good class to have. I think the talk that I've heard from many students about adult life skills, having those and having a depth of knowledge around that upon graduation makes me think that we need the course again. You want to see if there's a generated interest among students. So looking at maybe a survey, also thinking about what credentials a teacher has to have to do that and the willingness of a teacher to want to do it. It is considered an elective class. It's not a mandated class by the state, but it is a class that could support students if offered by any specific school sites. So yeah, I think the culmination of all of those things together, I think would really give it a lot of motivation to our going forward to actually being implemented. Absolutely. I think as students, as we push students to think about college and the possibility of leaving home, and or the possibility of going into the military or any other things that students pursue beyond high school, having a depth of knowledge of independent living and being able to sustain yourself and having those skills, I think we should be focusing on that. We should be thinking about that. It's not just that we can look at families and say, okay, parents, that's your job, that's not our job. Well, there are students who don't have families that can support them in that. There are students who don't have traditional living situations that can support them in somebody teaching them how to be independent or how to sustain themselves as young adults. So a course like that will go a long way in supporting students. Yeah, teach kids about home living, homemaking. You know, I experienced those classes, so that's how I learned how to sew a button on my shirt, or fix a hem in my pants, and iron, or made my first mac and cheese, and then went home and actually practiced it with my first egg. You know, made up my first set of scrambled eggs or a sunny side up egg. You know, that came from home ec. And then took off into me I want to do breakfast, I want to do pancakes and waffles, and so I know how to do all that stuff. Or a dinner, I like spaghetti and meat sauce. I can do that with garlic bread. And, you know, I can't do big dishes like my wife, like gumbo and crawfish etouffee, shrimp creole, dishes, authentic dishes from New Orleans like that. But basic stuff,